Keri Kidder, and I work for Citigroup. I'm in international technology. And I've been with Citigroup for 13 years. Great company. They have a great inclusion policy. I'm very, very lucky to work for a company like that. I am out at work, fully out. There is no question. I don't hide. I have pictures of my partner and I on my desk, and everybody knows, and have a lot of good allies that I do recognize and work with, so it's real important. I came out at work about 5 years ago. Previously, I was married at the same job, so it was not a shock, I don't think, to people, but my partner also works at Citi, so they sort of knew when we were starting to hang out together and things like that. They kind of assumed, and but I never hid it. I never, like I said, I never said no to anybody. If somebody would say, "Hey, are you together?" I'd say, "Yes, we are." And you know, so that was a kind of a different transition for me because I was previously married to a man, and then now, you know, am getting married to a woman. So I am engaged now. I remember when I did come out to a real good friend at work, and she was a coworker and a personal friend also. And at the time, I remember I was real nervous, so I took her outside, and we went out into the parking lot, which is so funny, and we were going to go smoke cigarettes. We go out into the parking lot, and I said, "I need to tell you something." And I said, "I've been living with Heather," is her name, and I said, "I've been living with Heather, and we live together." And she said, "I know." And I said, "No, we live together." And she said, "Oh." But it was like, okay. And I said, "I just want you to know that I'm out, and she's my partner, and that's, you know, how it's going to be from now on." And she was like, "Okay." I mean, there was no reaction. I'm really blessed. I have really, really good coworkers and really good friends. I think at Citigroup, it is a very tolerant place to work, and I think that people are okay with it. I work in Florida, in the city of Jacksonville, which is still a little behind the times in quite a few things. Our HRO isn't up to date and things like that, and we're working on it. But our campus seems to be very inclusive, because our Pride Network, I'm the co-chair of that, and our Pride Network is amazing. We get out in front of people, we make sure that they know we're there, we're not afraid to, you know, do our thing in Pride Month and everything else, and so I think that makes a really big difference. We also engage the senior executives to get the allies that we do want to have, and it seems to work, because you know, everybody knows somebody who's gay. I think you can ask anybody on the street or in your workplace and say, "Do you know someone that's gay?" And I think you would probably get 100% answer. I really do. I think if an executive is supportive or an ally or even out, I think that's even more important for the, let's say, the non-exempt population or the non-management population, because it gives them a good role model that they can look up to. They can actually say, "You know what, that senior executive is out. They're passionate about the network, they live their life the way that they should, and you know, no question about it." And that may actually give somebody else the chance to say, "You know what, I think I'm going to come out too, because it's okay." Yeah, I think the culture shift with the executive sponsorship of any corporation is probably the most important thing that any ERG can do. I really think that is important. And allies are the biggest importance right now, because I mean, we all know we're gay, lesbian, bi, transgender, we know. So to have an ally come out and say, "I support you 100% in everything you want to do here," that's what shifts the culture, because like I said, even a straight person can look up to them and say, "Wow, you know, it may be okay for me to support that because that person does." Yeah, at Citi we have a diversity council and there is a diversity group that will come in and teach things. But the ERGs are really the focus at each site as to how people learn. In Jacksonville we have 5 ERGs, and each of them join each other's. So we have allies among all the ERGs that we can network with and, you know, come back to each other with best practices and whatnot of them. But yeah, we're really lucky. I think Out and Equal this year is really important to me. I'm the co-chair of the Pride Network, and we presented a workshop yesterday on mentoring relationships at work. And it was really enlightening to see the other companies take a really hard look at what we were doing with our mentoring. We don't focus on LGBT, but we will pair people that if they say, I want an LGBT mentor, we'll do that. So being here at Out and Equal, to me, has just really opened my eyes. I mean, I knew there was a lot of gay people in corporate America, but to have 3,000 people in the same building, to me, and is amazing. I feel among friends and family. You know, that's the best thing, the best way that I can describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.